Hello students, in this lecture we see short methods for finding pi case 3, that is when capital X is equal to x raised to m. We have seen short method for finding pi when x is equal to e raised to ax and also when x is equal to sin ax or cos ax. So now in this lecture we see for x is equal to x raised to m, that means capital X is power of x. So how to find pi? There are some steps or working rule. So see, first we write formula for pi, that is pi is equal to 1 upon fd into capital X. You know this formula. Now in this case capital X is x raised to m, therefore pi is equal to 1 upon fd into x raised operates on x raised to m. So you write here what is fd in your differential equation. Now this fd must be written in ascending powers of d, that is increasing powers of d. That means first will be power of d as 0, d raised to 0, that is 1, or any constant. If there is any constant, then that constant into d raised to 0 will be the first term. Then next term will be d, next will be d square, next will be d cube, and so on. Like this, write fd in ascending powers of d and then write it as 1 plus or minus whatever may be the function of d. Suppose it is phi d. So write fd in the form of 1 plus phi d or 1 minus phi d. For that you have to take, if necessary or if there is a need, then you have to take any term from fd common, and then in bracket you will get 1 plus some function of d phi d or 1 minus some function of d. So in this form you write fd, then pi will be 1 upon 1 plus or minus phi d. Now this denominator 1 plus or minus phi d, take it on numerator. So pi will be 1 plus or minus phi d bracket raised to minus 1, since it comes on numerator. So this power 1 becomes minus 1. So 1 plus or minus phi d bracket raised to minus 1 and operates on here capital X, that is x raised to m. Now you have to expand this bracket, that is 1 plus phi d or 1 minus phi d raised to minus 1. You have to write value for this, that is expansion for this, and to write expansion we must know formula for expansion. So these are formulae which are useful for expansion of 1 plus or minus 5d raised to minus 1. So if there is 1 plus d raised to minus 1, then expansion of this is similar as 1 plus x raised to minus 1, that is 1 upon 1 plus x, and this formula you have studied in mean value theorem. So formula for 1 upon 1 plus x or 1 plus x raised to minus 1, that formula is used here for 1 plus d raised to minus 1. So 1 upon 1 plus x formula is 1 minus x plus x minus x cube, alternate plus and minus sign here, and powers of x, all powers of x are here. So this is formula for 1 upon 1 plus x. Similarly, formula for 1 upon 1 minus x or 1 minus x raised to minus 1, or here we want formula for 1 minus d raised to minus 1. So formula in x we use here for d. So this will be 1 plus d square. The above formula and this formula is same, but sign is different. In above formula there is alternately plus and minus sign, but in this formula there is always plus sign. So all powers of d starting from 0, that is 1, and all terms are plus here. Similarly, if there is sometimes if there will be 1 plus d raised to minus 2, then for that formula remember that it is equal to alternating plus or minus sign, and first term is 1, then minus 2d plus 3d square minus 4d cube. Powers, all powers of d are here, and first term is 1, then second coefficient is minus 2, then is plus 3, then minus 4, then plus 5, then minus 6, and so on. Similarly, if there is minus sign 1 minus d raised to minus 2, then same formula with plus sign everywhere. So these formulae, majority first two formulae are we have to use only first two formulae many times, but you remember also these two formulae. Operate each term of the expansion on x raised to m. After this expansion, now here in formula there is d, but in our example d may be any bracket and there may be 1, 2 or 3 terms also. So that the bracket here whatever may be, that is 5d in our here we have written that this is 1 plus or minus 5d. So 5d means 5d may be equal to d, or maybe 2 terms like d plus d square, or maybe 3 terms. So whatever may be 5d, you have to substitute d by that 5d. Remember this. So after that, operate each term of the expansion on x raised to m. You write expansion of that 1 plus 5d or 1 minus 5d raised to minus 1, and those terms we have to operate on x raised to m. So each term you operate on x raised to m. So there will be d of x raised to m, d square of x raised to m, d cube of x raised to m. So now here infinitely many terms are in the formula. So what we do, we have to take only those terms where we can get derivative. So if power of x is m, then you know that there are only d raised to m. Up to d raised to m we can get derivative. After d raised to m, that is d raised to m plus 1, when we operate on x raised to m, it will be 0. For example, derivative of x raised to so for example, if there is x square and if we operate on if there is d square and we have to operate on d square x square, so value of d square means second derivative. So derivative of x square is, first derivative is 2x, and again second derivative of x square is, that is derivative of 2x is 2. So second derivative is 2, and if we find third derivative of x square, second derivative is 2, therefore third derivative will be 0. So if there is x cube, then fourth derivative of x cube will be 0, fifth will be 0, sixth will be 0. Derivative of x cube are 3 derivatives. First is 3x square, second is 6x, and third is 6. Fourth will be derivative of 6 is 0. So we have to see what is power of x, and those powers of d we can take, and the powers more than m plus 1, m plus 2, since derivative of that power, when we operate that power of d on x raised to m, that we get 0. Therefore only take those terms which gives derivative. So this is working rule. Now we see example so that you can understand properly. So see, here example is d2y by dx square minus 3 into dy by dx plus 2y is equal to e raised to x plus x square. So first you have to identify every time that what is type of that differential equation. We have studied many types of differential equation, so you have to first identify that what is type of that differential equation. So this differential equation, only by observation we can say that this is linear differential equation. So to solve that equation, first we write that equation by using operator d. So by using operator d, we get d square minus 3d plus 2 and operates on this y is equal to e raised to x plus x square. Now you know what is solution of this linear differential equation with constant coefficient, that is y is equal to cf plus Pi. So first, to find CF, you know all these steps. How to find CF? To find CF, we have to write first auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is FD is equal to 0. So here FD is d square minus 3d plus 2. It is equal to 0. So we have to find out values of d. So you know factors for this. Factors are d minus 1 and d minus 2. So this is equal to 0. Therefore, from this we get d is equal to 1, d minus 1 is equal to 0, therefore d is equal to 1, d minus 2 is equal to 0, therefore d is equal to 2. So values of d or roots of auxiliary equation are real roots and distinct roots, not repeated. So we write CF as C1 e raised to m1 means this 1x plus C2 e raised to m2 means this 2x. So this is CF. Now we have to find Pi. So Pi is equal to, I have told above in working rule. Always we write Pi is equal to formula 1 upon Fd into capital X. So in our example, Fd is d square minus 3d plus 2. Capital X is given as e raised to x plus x square. So you know that we separate these two terms. Therefore 1 upon this d square minus 3d plus 2 operates on e raised to x plus 1 upon d square minus 3d plus 2 operates on x square. These will be two terms. Now see here, here is e raised to x and here is x square. So what is capital X? According to that capital X, we have to use our method. So we have seen when e raised to ax, capital X is equal to e raised to ax, then we have two formulae. That is, formula is 1. What is formula? That is, when 1 upon Fd operates on e raised to ax, this gives us, only we have to substitute d by a into e raised to ax. But this f of a must not be equal to 0. So here, for that we have to write this Fd in factors for. So here first we have written factors of this Fd, d minus 1 and d minus 2, and here this is x square, that is x raised to m is equal to 2. So for this, in working rule, I have told that first write this Fd in ascending powers of d, that is increasing powers of d. Therefore first term will be constant term, then term of d, and then d square. So we have written this in ascending orders. Now in next step, here what happens? We have to use formula of e raised to ax, that is substitute d is equal to a if that here f a not equal to 0. So if we substitute here d is equal to 1, then 1 minus 1 becomes 0. Here 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So we cannot substitute here d is equal to 1 in this bracket d minus 1. But in this bracket d minus 2 we can substitute d is equal to 1. So first we operate this bracket 1 upon d minus 2. This keep at as it is 1 upon d minus 1. So here I have separated these two brackets. So 1 upon d minus 1 into 1 upon d minus 2 operates on e raised to x. First you see I have written here. First see how I found this pi for e raised to x, and then we see for x raised to 2. So see, we have separated these two brackets, and here now in this bracket we have substituted d by a, that is 1. A is equal to here 1. So put d is equal to 1. So this is 1 minus 2. 1 upon 1 minus 2 e raised to x, and this is equal to minus 1. 1 upon minus 1, that means minus 1. So here we get minus 1 into e raised to x, 1 upon d minus 1. Again see, only you see for this e raised to x first. So this becomes now minus 1 upon d minus 1 e raised to x. So minus 1 upon d minus 1 e raised to x. Now here is a factor where if we put d is equal to a, that is d is equal to 1, it becomes 0. So in this case, you know what we use formula. This type is studied in last lectures, but I write here formula again, that is 1 upon, if there is factor d minus a r times, then this becomes x raised to r upon factorial r into e raised to ax. This is our formula. If there is factor d minus a, due to which this f a becomes 0. So here factor is d minus 1 only one times, r is equal to 1 only here. So we write the value of that is x raised to r upon r factorial, means x raised to 1 upon 1 factorial, that is only x. If there is only one factor, then value becomes only x into e raised to ax. So this is becomes minus x e raised to x. So this is how we have calculated pi for part of pi for e raised to x. Now we see how to find for this x square. So first we have written this fd in ascending powers of d. So 2 minus 3d plus d square. Then next step is write this fd in the form of 1 plus or minus 5d. So to get in this form, we have to take common from this, so that we get here 1. So from this I have taken common 2. So when we get 2 common, here remains 1, and here there is no 2 in numerator, so I have divided it by 2, so that this 2 divided by 2 get cancelled, and our minus 3d plus d square remains as it is. So here minus sign is outside the bracket and into bracket, this is 3d, and due to minus sign outside in the bracket, it becomes, this plus becomes minus. So 3d minus d square. This is in bracket, and we have to divide it by 2 so that this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So after taking 2 common, we get 1 minus bracket 3d minus d square upon 2, and here is x square. Now in next step we have to take this denominator in numerator, and therefore this bracket, this 1/2 is outside, and this bracket comes on numerator, and therefore bracket raised to minus 1. Now we have to expand this bracket using formula 1 minus d raised to minus 1. So above we have written formula for 1 minus d raised to minus 1. It is nothing but all powers of d and plus sign everywhere starting from 1. First value is 1, so this is 1. Then in formula there is 1 plus d. D means whatever written here. So this bracket is our now d or x. If you remember formula in x, then 1 minus x raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 plus x square plus x cube dash dash. So this is our x. Therefore 1 plus this x or d instead of d, this is complete bracket 3d minus d square upon 2 plus d square means this bracket square 3d minus d square upon 2 bracket square plus. Now see, here is power of x is 2, therefore we can take only 2 derivatives of this x square. That means only power of d raised to, only power of d is 2 up to power 2. First power, that is d and d square. If there is d cube, then value of that will be 0. So we need not write here those terms from next to this term. So I have written only plus dash dash. Now next, if there are square, cube, then first calculate those values. So this is 1 plus, this is 3d minus d square upon 2 plus square of this bracket. So a minus b bracket square. So 3d square is 9d square minus 2 into 3d into d square. So 2 into 3 6, d into d square d cube. Therefore minus 6 d cube plus square of this second term is, here is d square, square is d raised to 4, therefore d raised to 4. And at denominator 2, square of 2 is 4. This is numerator square and denominator square is 4. Now we have to operate each term on this x square, and we know that derivative of third derivative of x square will be 0, fourth derivative of x square will be 0. Therefore we need not write these two terms. So first operating each term, first is here 1 into x square plus this 3d operates on x square, therefore 3d x square minus d square x square divided by 2 plus here 9d square x square minus 6. These two terms we need not write, or we need not take. So now what is value of these d square and d, we have to write here. So this is x square, this 3dx square means 3 into derivative of x square. So derivative of x square is 2x, therefore 3 into 2x minus d square of x square means second derivative of x square. First derivative is 2x, second is 2, therefore this is minus 2 and divided by this 2 here, plus here 9 into d square x square, therefore 9 into second derivative of x square, that is 2, so 9 into 2 divided by 4. So simplifying this is 3 into d of x square is 2x minus d square of x square is 2. So here becomes, this is 6x minus 2 divided by 2, plus this dividing this 4 by 2, we get here 2, 9 by 2. So here is denominator 2, so we take addition, make denominator 2, therefore here we have to multiply by 2. So 2x square plus 6x minus 2 plus 9 and denominator is 2, therefore this is 2x square plus 6x and this minus 2 plus 9 means plus 7. Now this denominator 2 and here outside also 1 upon 2, this is 1 upon 2 and this is also 1 upon 2, this becomes 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 into bracket 2x square plus 6x minus 7 plus 7, therefore this is our first pi for e raised to x minus x e raised to x, plus this is 1/2. Again we take common 2 and here becomes x square plus 3x plus 7 upon 2. So this is our pi. Now in equation number 2 we have found CF and here we found pi, therefore addition of 2 CF plus pi is a solution. So from 2 and 3 we write solution y is equal to CF, that is C1 e raised to x plus C2 e raised to 2x minus this whole pi, and thus we get solution. So see what is the method for finding pi when capital X is equal to x raised to m. So we solve again examples for practice. We stop here.